turn that thing off.
I am.
Okay, what we're going to do now is summarize how to make $7,000 a week with 7K after the official launch. So in doing that, I'm going to ask Jessica to come on up, and I'm going to start with the thing that I try to teach everybody to learn. It's called the coin drop. And this kind of summarizes it, because this you can do when you're eating in a restaurant, standing in line at a grocery store, at a bookstore, anywhere. Just say, Jessica and I standing in line somewhere. I don't know Jessica. Okay? I turn around and I say, seems like they take forever at this cash register, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, while we're waiting, do you mind if I ask you a couple of crazy questions?
Sure, go
Hey,
ahead.
let me have your hand. What do you think that is?
A silver dollar.
A silver dollar. You know, most people say that. You know, really what it is 1 ounce of pure silver in your hand. That's
Can I
worth a
keep
lot
it?
more than a silver dollar. Yeah. Well, that's why I'm holding your hand. So you
I
don't
know,
see
I see.
Now, so if you had a choice, would you rather have just one in your hand, a whole handful, a shoebox full, a closet full, a house full, or all you can get? If you had a choice, which would you rather have?
All I could get.
All you could get? Yeah, me too. Yeah. Now, I have found a way that we can earn these silver coins, and we can get them at cost. We can earn a little extra money, or a whole bunch of extra money, and have some fun in the process. Does any of that interest you?
Yes.
Well, you know what? They're about to take me in the cash register. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you my card, okay? And it's got my phone number and address and everything on it. So it tells you about how you can do this.
Okay.
But see this website address right here?
Yes.
Just go to that website address. There's a couple of videos on there. Just watch it, tell you everything about it, and you just call me, or you can click join and join our team. Have some fun.
Awesome.
Make some money. $7,000 a week's possible even. How about that?
Yay.
Okay,
I
here.
like money.
Okay, thank you, Jessica. Nice
Thank
meeting you.
you. Have a
And
good
I'll be
one.
talking to you soon.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's how you do the coin drop to a total stranger. Now, if you're not doing a coin drop, you don't want to make $7,000 a week. That's just all I'm telling you. I'm telling you that right there, just listening to this video. If you're not doing a coin drop, you don't want to make $7,000 a week. Now, what I did, and I'm going to quickly summarize how you can make $7,000 a week. And we're going to do it with a little chart. I'm going to put it up here, and you can actually see it and read it, okay? And it's where you personally sponsor a person on your left and a personally sponsor a person on your right, and you're active. And when you have 500 points on the left or 500 points on the right, or you people have personally sponsored, you got gifts from above, you get credit for direct and indirect sales that occur below you. So when you have 500 points on the left, 500 points on the right, that's a cycle, and you get $500. Now your points are going to accumulate even if you haven't sponsored someone. When you first sponsor into the business, and let's say you got a gift from above and it got placed underneath you, you're going to have points accumulate in your tracking center. But that's motivation to get to work. Okay? Well, now, when you personally sponsor 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right, then you can cycle twice and you will be a copper. Okay, a copper is where you can cycle 2 times a week, and that means that every time you have 1,000 points on your left and 1,000 points on your right, then you can earn $1,000. So that's 500 times 2 cycles in 1 week, and it'll use up those points, subtract them out of your counter, and if there's any balance left over, it carries over to the next week. That's pretty powerful. That's really powerful. Now, the next way is that you get to the next level. and that's a bronze. And you can cycle 4 times, but you have to personally sponsor 3 people that are active on your left and your right, and at least one of them must be a copper that they personally sponsored. So this is a business of people helping people rise up. So if you don't have anybody on your left or right out of the 3 people that you've personally sponsored, then your job is to go down there and help them become a copper, right? That's it. Then you can cycle how many times? 4 times. 4 times $500 in a week is what? $2,000 a week. And if you don't use up all your points, they carry over to the next week. That's pretty powerful. No, that's incredibly powerful, because that's $2,000 a week times 52 weeks. That's $104,000 a year. That's powerful income. Now, if you want to make some serious money and you enjoy helping other people earn some money and enjoy helping other people learn how to do the business, then when you personally sponsor 5 people that are active on your left and your right, you can cycle 7 times. 7 times $500 is $3,500 in a week. Now, you have to have one of those person on your left and one of those person on your right must be a bronze. Okay? So you're going to have to help them if one's automatically not there yet. Okay? So 5 people on your left, 5 people on your right, a bronze on your left, a bronze on your right. You can cycle 7 times in 1 week. That's $3,500 a week. But if you want to really make some out of the ballpark serious money, more than $250,000 a year, that means you sponsor 10 people on your left, 10 people on your right who are personally active. At least one of them on your left and one of them on your right are a silver. Then you can earn 14 cycles in 1 week. 14 times $500, $7,000 a week. That's $364,000 a year. That's powerful. And your volume carries over. That's unused. Well, remember I told you I netted $1 million and basically got financial freedom in the first business I did. And it took 15 sales on the left, 15 sales on the right, all in 1 week. No carrying over, because if you didn't get those 15 sales, you got a little small debt checks. You didn't get the 2,200. And your volume didn't carry over. So you can make 2,200. All you could do is make the maximum going up in 1 week to the next week. 3 weeks in a row you can make 1,400, or you can make it in 2 weeks 1,400. Then it zeroed out. But everything flushed. Everything, no matter how many sales came up. And we didn't have a computer to look at it. The business. See who needs the help. It was all manual. Couldn't even charge things on a credit card. Had to send in. And basically, you had the lowest that you could start the business with to be able to earn $6,600 a week was $780. To start on this business for a membership is $250. I paid $1,980 in mine, but I got my gold coins. Okay? But I could make $6,600 a week. To make that $6,600 a week, I had to have 30 sales coming up in 1 week on each side, every week. Do you just realize what I just told you? To make $7,000 a week in this business, you don't have to have 30 sales coming up on every side. So this is powerful, most powerful opportunity you've ever seen in my life. And it's just getting started. They went through pre-launch. They're about to launch officially. Now, if you really want to dream again in your life, And you really want to be a millionaire? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. Right there, Success Magazine. Millionaires are created from network marketing. That's people from all walks of life, and you don't have to quit your job. You know, that just over broke anxiety situation that you might lose at any minute. If they decide you're a little bit too old, they'd fire you. Oh, they don't say because you're too old, of course. That's age discrimination. They reorganized the company, and your job just got cut out of the organization. It just so happened. But that little young girl over there, or that young guy that's new, been employed only 2 or 3 years, they still there. But they're another part of the organization. Bunch of lying. That's why I hated the corporate world. Bunch of liars. And I was part of that reorganizing stuff. Terrible. So I knew the truth. I don't like a job. I don't know about you, but I like being my own boss. It's fun. You're your own boss, and you're financially free. Let me tell you, you're going to get the blessings that the Lord provided you. When you're financially free and you don't have a boss, one of these human bosses, that's when you're really blessed. So it's up to you. Because guess what? I may be 71, but I've decided that I'm going back to work. And I'm going to do this deal because it's just too easy not to do. And I'm finished building houses and remodeling houses from the flood. My son's boxed in now, and we're going up to Idaho for the launch, and I'm coming back, I'm going to work. And if you're on my left, you're on my right, you're just going to get in my way. It's all I can tell you. Because I got the burning desire again. And I'm going to work. I don't care if you do or not. But Bob Reid is. I gave everybody a chance to outdistance me. Well, this old guy is going to start running again. So, you're lucky if you get in my way, is all I can tell you. You better be, hopefully, you're on my left or right. Because I'm driving right through you. Bye.